guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm glad you could join me here today. Today I'm creating this beautiful fall, glamorous, smoky look for you guys. It's very fall appropriate, but it's with green and I'm just loving it. I have been playing with this new brand, or it's new to me. It's a pretty new brand, I believe, and the brand is called Kaleidos Cosmetics. So recently, or maybe about a month ago or so, I picked up 3 palettes and I haven't had even a chance to play with them. I played with one of them a little bit, which is the one I'm wearing today. But they have these palettes and they're like all futuristic. So I am working with the Futurism I Sci-Fi Green today. And this is the packaging. Isn't it so cute? It's different. Look at the metallics just popping through as the lights hit it, and it just really gives you that streak of like sci-fi radioactive. Okay, and then once you open the palette, it's actually a 6-pan palette, and look how cute and beautiful it is. It is just such a curated palette, and that's what I'm loving about it, because you know, sometimes I'm just into smaller palettes. I don't want all the colors in the world, but these little 6-pan palettes have been such a little joy to work with. So, like I said, this one is called the Futurism Green, and they retail for $25, or really $24.99, but you know, it's $25. So the brand is actually out of China, but they are vegan and cruelty free. Excuse me. Not quite sure about the vegan, but they are cruelty free, okay? And I was just so impressed when they actually sent me the packaging. I'm just going to insert a picture of all the bubble wrap that came. Then the packaging was just bomb. It came in this little box because I actually ordered my own bundle. You can order your own bundle with these palettes. So I decided to do 3. You can pick and choose which ones you want. The company at this time has a total of 6 palettes. So the bundle retail for $50, which is great because I got all 3 for $50 versus paying $24.99 a piece. So it's basically like I got a palette for free. So I was like, that is great. Okay. So I have just really been thoroughly enjoying this brand so far. So we're going to jump into some swatches, and then I'm going to demo this look for you, and we'll talk about some final thoughts on the other side of the demo. The first shade we have is called Radioactive. And it's a matte shade, and it's like a mustardy color. The next shade we have is called Nuclear. It's a beautiful metallic. Then we have Glamora. Beautiful olivey green metallic. Then we have Smog, which is like an army green color. The last 2 shades we have E.T., which is a darker smog olivey green. And then the last shade we have is Dark Side, which is a matte black shade. And these are the swatches. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I have my Wayne Goss number 16 brush. We're going to go in with the shade Radioactive. So we're going to put this in the crease. And we're just going to blend it out. And these shades are just so smooth. It's like, I feel like I'm using cotton on my eyes. I don't know. I know the brush is soft, but it's like the shadows are soft too. And it's smooth, and they don't take a lot of work to blend in. That's building up pretty nicely, especially since I'm using this ABH primer that is lighter in color. And I'm just putting it all in the crease and building this up. Now, going in with my Makeup Geek Define Crease Brush, I am going to take the shade Smog, which is right here, and then we're going to go in with, okay, I messed up. So I actually combined the shades because I dipped into both. So I did a little bit of both because I dipped into the darker shade first, which is ET, and then, yeah, so whatever. We got both on the crease. And I'm going to go in with probably more of that ET shade. Just blending that in the crease. For once, keeping it kind of tight in the crease. Well, at least for at the moment, we'll see. You know me. My deeper colors end up here sometimes. And I'm going to pick up a little bit more. And kind of blend it up. And I really don't want to cover that radioactive shit. And you see how it's going upwards. And we're going to leave it about right there, okay? Because I really don't want to cover up that first shade. Sorry, you guys hear my phone. Definitely forgot to take it off of regular tone. It's usually on vibrate. Sorry. Maybe it come out through editing, maybe it won't. Okay, so that green shade is looking nice. I think I'm gonna put a touch right here because it's looking like it's missing some shadow right there. Yep. And then I'm looking at the front of it. I'm like, yep, needs some shadow right there. And that's how my shadows end up so high because, like, I don't know, my crease shades, they just need to come up. So my eye shape is defined. I'm gonna go back in, Wayne Goss number 16, pick up just a tiny bit more of Radioactive and just kind of smooth it around here to blend out that other shade. So I have wiped off that defined crease brush and I'm going in with just the slightest amount of black, that black shade, which is called Dark Side. And I'm just gonna put it right here. And that's just to deepen up the outer corner. And I'm just gonna blend it in, and it's blending in really nicely. I don't want to take away from the green. I haven't been using this brush in a while, but it's actually quite nice. And like I said, this is a Makeup Geek Define Crease brush. Yes, subtle smoke. Cool. I feel like my looks have been so dramatic lately, which is cool, but it's like, okay, I know y'all like, yeah, girl, we not going out looking like that all the time. Taking on my favorite little Tarte brush. Okay, I am going to go in with the shade Glamora. This is a beautiful shade right here. I love shades that look like this olivey metallic shades. And I'm just picking up a little bit and laying it down. And I'm gonna make sure it blends in with our outer color. I'm not taking it over, I'm just kind of making sure it blends in. I did not wet the brush. Notice that this is that shadow. Dry. And I'm bringing it up just a little bit. Just a little bit this time. Who else does that? Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do it a little bit, and then the next thing you know, you'll be like, oh, that was not the direction we're going, but we're here now. We're full on out. When they do their makeup. I know it's not just me. Cool. Okay. Now, same brush, cleaned it off, going in with this other beautiful shimmer shade called Nuclear. I am just so impressed with these Kaleidos palettes so far. I've used this one before and the wear time was great on it. Okay, now it's time to zhuzh up our blending, and I'm just going to go ahead and take a Sigma small taper blending brush, and this is the E45, and we need to blend here. So like our shimmer is looking harsh. I'm going to blend that up. And I'm going to blend that shimmer right here so it's not a harsh line. I'm not taking it up. That was the first shade that kind of went up. But I just want it to be, you know, if it kind of fuses up. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and this is the final look. It came out gorgeous as I just anticipated. I was just really hoping it would come out like this, and it did. And it's very fall appropriate, a little vampy, glam at the same time. So I think this work looks for like just about any occasion. So these eyeshadows perform so wonderfully. I have just like really nothing but good things to say about this brand Kaleidos. So this is my second video. If you guys didn't catch it, I did the Futurism Pink video also, so check that out. But this is just such a great little cool palette. So if you really want to try greens but in a different way, but are kind of scared of like green mossy greens or light Kelly greens, this is kind of like the way to go. Olivey greens, and it look great on any type of skin tone really when you put it out there. And then these gold greens just really just set it off and make it just a little bit more palatable for anybody who is just kind of dipping into color. The shades were so easy to blend. I didn't have any problem with the mattes. They're creamy. They build up nice. Just a tiny bit maybe powdery in the palette itself, but not that bad at all. The black was blendable, gave great coverage, did not skip. So these shades are great. I guess my only critique about this palette, or maybe one or two, is that the shade ET and the shade Smog, they're a little similar in color, so you do see the variance, but sometimes you don't. And so, I mean, I get why we both are in the palette. However, I just wish it was a little bit different. Maybe if this was just a little bit lighter green, this one ran a little bit deeper, just so you can really see the contrast when you put it on your eyes. Because sometimes you just put it on your eye, it kind of just all looks like the same color, you know? And then I would just say that this beautiful Glamora shade right here, it doesn't seem like it's going to get hard pan, but it is getting a little hard. I think it's just such a creamy slash, it's not, I wouldn't say, well, maybe it is a little chunky. It's not chunky per se, but it's smooth, it's creamy, and these ultra metallic sometimes. If you're not careful, it can seem like you get a little hard pan. It wasn't super hard to pick up with a brush, but it was a little hard. You did not need water with any of the shimmers or any type of setting spray or anything like this. I was able to use them dry and get maximum payoff. I think if you just take a scratchy brush, especially with this particular shade Glamora, which is a thicker consistency as far as metallic, then you would not have an issue picking it up. However, the shade Nuclear is very smooth and creamy. So these two are different formulas. I'm not sure what the brand calls them, but these two do perform just a little bit differently, but both have very much high shine, high payoff, shimmer, intensity, as you can see on the eyes. And then another thing, kind of when you put these two shades together, they kind of mix to the same shade. So, but overall, I think this palette is gorgeous. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. And look at the packaging. It's just so darn cute. And this is just like so different for a 6-pan palette. So let me know down below what you guys think of this look. Have you tried this brand? Are you thinking about trying this brand at all? And just let me know down in the comments, and you know we're going to talk about it. And give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video. And that will be very, very soon. And join my makeup family. Please subscribe to my channel. We're growing. You know, it's slowly but surely. We're getting there. So you know I would love to have you join my makeup family. So I will see you guys later. And you know I got to hit you with the chair dance. Bye.